So welcome to today's Greater Life CoffeeCast. And with today being Friday, I leave you with something for the weekend to ponder. Perhaps something to bring you more deeply and fully and completely into the present moment or the present moments of your weekend. And it is the question, recently, across all four pillars of your life, how have you experienced accidental delights? So I'll share a couple of examples. I am doing a little juice cleanse at the moment, and I've also, in my polytunnel, got these big courgettes that have been growing. And I was like, well, I'm not eating at the moment. It's a super shame to waste these courgettes. I wonder if they would work in a juice. And so I did. I juiced apples and courgettes together. And you know what? It was delicious. Super delicious. And so this is an example of, I can't imagine I'd ever have thought to juice a courgette were it not for the unique, some might say accidental set of circumstances. And yet, what a delight. And similarly, it got me thinking that my bed outside, the vegetable bed outside that I have, it started as 3 courgette plants and 3 bean plants. But it was created using a load of the compost that I'd made over the previous 2 years. And there must have been some, I think, pumpkin seeds, maybe from Halloween, in the compost, because the entire bed has now just exploded into this absolute jungle of courgette plants trying to battle with pumpkin plants, and I think the pumpkin plants are basically winning. And the bean plants have gone crazy as well. And you might think, well, there's nothing that surprising. Well, of course, yeah, but the accident is that I wasn't expecting to get a vast amount of pumpkin plants growing where I thought there was nothing, right? But it's so wonderful to see this just explosion and profusion of nature. But here's the other accidental thing. I've also been researching a cultivation method called electroculture. And this is based on not only the work of a guy called Monsieur Christofoulou from France, who had some incredible results with a system that he developed of creating antennae and then anchoring those antennae into the ground, and that would electrify a certain area of the ground, and the crops in that area would always be hardier from disease and would produce much greater yields. And I've since then come across a Facebook group dedicated to electroculture, and so I'm just seeing even some very, very basic things that people are doing, like just literally putting a little coil of copper wire in one pot and not in the other. And in the pot with the copper wire, the plants grow much more healthily and vibrantly. So yeah, it definitely got me thinking, and I realised that perhaps I'd accidentally, with this profusion of pumpkins and beans going crazy and courgette plants in my bed, I'd perhaps accidentally created some electroculture by putting a fence around the bed to stop my dog Oscar from walking on the bed when the seedlings were young. And the fence that I'd used was actually what was meant to be an electric fence with, so it's kind of this nylon wiry stuff woven in with metal wire, anchored into the ground with metal stakes. And I'm not sure that it actually fully creates an earthed circuit in the way that most electroculture would try to. But it just occurs to me that it's a possibility that might explain why things have just gone so crazy in that one bed. Because I've got some potatoes growing in another bed, and they're doing okay, but, they're not great. So, yeah, it got me thinking that perhaps I created another accidental delight there. So that is my question for you this weekend is, where across your 4 pillars are there examples right now of accidental delight that you can take appreciation in? Because even the act of looking for those things will bring you more fully into an awareness of the things to be grateful for across all 4 pillars of your life. And of course we know that from there, like attracts like. And so you'll set yourself up for a forthcoming week full of gratitude if today and into the weekend you allow yourself to seek out those areas where you've created and are experiencing accidental delight. All right.